Mother Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. It's Sunday. Big Dick Nick is in the building. I can see his beautiful, smiling, boyish face. And your boy, Logan Ryan, is here. And I just want to say thank you for letting this luxurious baritone saunter its way through your speakers and into your ear holes every Sunday. Welcome to another edition of your favorite podcast. Hey, man, nice shirt.
Damn, that was an intro. Holy fuck. I got tongue twisted just thinking about it.
Dude, I was sitting on the my chair this morning and it just popped into my head and I'm like, I gotta write that down because I feel like that's something a little different. It's kind of fun, it's kind of exciting.
No, baritone voice was accurate. Yeah.
You like that?
Voice.
You like that?
Yeah, well, hello everybody. What's happening? Happy Sunday. If you're listening to this on Monday, fuck Mondays, but happy Monday. Who cares?
Yeah, happy whatever day you listen to it. We love you guys. We love you guys whatever day you listen. Speaking of love,
okay, good.
Nick, you have a new hat.
I do have a new hat. And we need you to shout it out. Dude, first and foremost, Del Mar Car Care, you make quality hats. Mr. Sean Anderson, I appreciate you sending them over to me. He gave me 3. I don't want to say him. I want to say the guys at Del Mar Car Care in general.
Yeah.
Check them out. They make some fun, cool shit. Holy smokes. They do some cool ass shit. No, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. They sent me 3. They sent me this one, which may be my favorite because it's tight. Look at that. Got the cool patch right up front. I mean, dude, these are like quality fucking hats.
Yeah.
Like, look at that brim. You don't fuck around with that brim. You know, the green underneath. Yeah, dude, I'm not even kidding. These fucking things are tight. I got one with the mesh back. I creased that brim a little bit more. I did crease that brim a little bit more. And then I got one that's a little exotic. It's a black hat, pink underneath of the brim, and then like a pink button up top. Dude, it's again pretty clean. They guys got quality hats, tight as fuck hats. I wore this. I play volleyball on Wednesdays, and I wore my other one. And somebody's like, "Oh, that's a cool hat. Thanks." He said, "Where'd you get it?" I was like, "Thanks, man." I was like, "Somebody sent it to me," and I was like, telling him about it. I was like, "Damn, I appreciate you like noticing my hat. Like, I wear the same other hat to volleyball every Wednesday. Nobody compliments it.
No one gives a shit.
No,
you rock something fresh, and you're like, bro, that's dope.
Yeah. So huge shout out to you guys.
Speaking of new shit, I have a new beer that I'm actually I'm very curious. I'm very hesitant, and I have no idea. So I'm going to show Nick because he hasn't seen it yet. Get the reflection.
Is that Lucky Charms? Yeah,
dude, it's like Lucky Charms. It's a cream ale, which I don't know. I'm super. This is either going to be delicious or dog shit. So in preparation, I did bring some other beers up with me in the cooler here into the studio. So
let me ask you a question. Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back to the home base.
Yeah.
You're not on vacation. You're not in a closet with a children's bed and a dining room chair in it. Which I think I lost some sleep. I think so. You were renting that house.
Yeah.
Did they used to keep somebody locked in a closet? Like, they gave him one chair and they gave him a bed?
I didn't even think of it that it's possible. They had an iron in there too, not an ironing board, just an iron. There wasn't an ironing board to be found, but I guess if
punishment?
you wanted to, I don't know. I don't know how any of that works.
Or maybe that was their way of cooking. Maybe they just turned it on and they gave them raw chicken, like a scrap of raw chicken, and they
just flipped it over. Just cook it on there. Just cook it on that iron. Or do you press down? What do you do? Do you figure a way to prop it up and you cook on top, or do you put the chicken like on a plate and you just press the iron on? How do you do that? What do you think?
Normally, if it's chicken, you're gonna flip it upside down, let the chicken rest on it.
Okay.
If they're being like super nice that week and they're actually feeding you maybe like a panini, then you press it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I like that. So some cooking advice from Nick. Just telling you guys, if you're in that situation where you have to cook on an iron, the correct way to do it. That's I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you.
If your captors care enough about you to feed you paninis, press down with the iron. Yeah.
You get some really nice captors if they're going to give you paninis. You know, I feel like they're just trying to keep you fat and happy so they can skin you and eat you later. I don't know. Maybe it's like
and now we're cannibals. Okay, try this cream. It sounds a lot like you're gonna be drinking alcoholic milk, and I don't know if I like that. I hate milk. I fucking hate milk. Oh, god damn.
Dude, the other terrifying thing about this is it's a 10.7.
Holy smokes.
I don't even know.
Is it one of those beers that you get like those packages, right? Where they send you different shit?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we have a beer here called California Creamin', and it's actually a really good beer. It's not a 10-7, it's like a 4-5. And it's like kind of that, it's got almost like a sweet taste, kind of like a yeah, it's almost like drinking cereal milk a little bit. It's
That makes me
different.
gag.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. I definitely am glad that I brought other things up with me. But it's let me take another sip and get a full like mouth feel. I want it inside me
Yeah,
real
that
quick.
was a
Hang on.
pretty
Let me
reserved
put
sip.
that.
Let me ask you a question. And while you're drinking, do you, if you eat cereal like in a bowl of milk, do you drink the milk after?
Yes, to answer your question to
Oh,
that, absolutely.
that makes me want to.
But
That
I
makes
don't
me honestly think I could throw up.
really. You don't like?
Oh
Do you
my.
put water in your cereal? Like in the morning, you
No,
just have like some like frosted flakes.
no.
You just pour water on it. What are
For the
you, one of
most
those
part, so I
assholes?
really don't like milk. I no, God no. I really don't like milk. I put milk in my coffee. Um, if I'm gonna have, I get made fun of a lot for it because I love cereal. So a lot of times I'll just eat it dry. I love cereal,
Yep,
but
I'll do
if I
that.
do milk, if I do have milk in my cereal, it's a minuscule amount. I mean, I'm talking like the bottom 3/4 inch is milk. That's it.
It's a
And with
puddle, not a
every
lake, right?
exactly, and I
Yeah.
will scoop from the bottom because
Mm,
it gets a little bit moist. But with each spoonful, I drain the milk off my spoon and then eat it every
you
time.
you
I
are a
scoop, drain,
special
eat.
you
I
are a
know.
special
I
human.
know.
And
I
I
get
mean
that one.
that in the
I can
most
get what.
offensive way that I possibly can say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
By
No,
the
I
way, this
understand that.
this this beer, I mean, well, obviously we're gonna post a picture on our Insta, which we do with every beer that I drink on this podcast. I don't know that I can give it that high of a review. The aftertaste is a little weird. I don't
Hey, dude, that's an honest review. Then you're not
I
gonna
don't
love
necessarily
everything.
like that aftertaste. I fuck, and I fucked up too. I didn't tell you this. I didn't know that they were 10-7. So I'm like, oh, it's if it's going to be like the California cream, and they're probably going to be 4-5s. So I ordered 4 of them.
Oh
Uh,
God.
neighbor friends, I know you guys listen. One of you guys are gonna, I'm gonna force this on you, and we'll see if you like it.
But you're not. Mama didn't raise no bitch. You will finish it.
Oh yeah, I'll probably drink the other one too. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how bad the aftertaste continues to. Because I feel like the
Mhm.
first sip didn't have a bad aftertaste. The second one was like, it felt angry. If that's it felt like
Just mad at you.
it was. It just got in my mouth. It was like I don't want to be here, and it's just like like attacking my taste buds and just being a dick. Really.
So here's me.
What do you got? What is that? Uh
I
oh.
just beat you with alcohol percentage. I didn't even know.
What?
Yeah.
Are
So
you gonna lie again and tell us that it's
no,
like
I'm
a
gonna show.
10 when it's
No,
really a
no, I
nine
have a
five?
better. I have a better camera now. I could show you. So we had a big 4th of July party, and with that comes people leaving a smorgasbord of
Just random
beers.
shit. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
yeah, random shit. So I've been chipping away at it. You know, I'm at the wit's end now, so I do have some backup, some bullshit light beers, but I have to finish this. It's Cutwater Long Island iced tea.
Oh, the Cutwater
Yep.
stuff. Cutwaters are good,
There it is.
man.
And then it's
Uh,
a Long Island iced tea. And if you could see right there, I should probably stop talking in the back of my microphone.
yeah, I can't.
There it is.
Oh, 13-2.
13.5. Nope,
Oh,
13.2 is correct.
13?
No,
Okay.
I was looking
Thought
at
I
it
could read.
backwards. There it goes.
13-2. So the Cutwaters I've had, I haven't had the Long Island. So, but I like them. I think they're really good. It's kind of a smart idea, I think, by this brand. I believe they're actually here. They're out of San Diego, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Is that
it's
good?
just like real. It's like real alcohol, right? It's not like Long Island iced tea with oh yeah, vodka, rum, gin, and tequila is in this
Yep.
can right now.
That's right.
Like legit, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
do they sell them at? You're different. In New York, you're not going to be able to get this at a beer distributor. You can only buy it at a liquor store.
Oh yeah, no, it's way different here. You can actually
Ah,
walk into your local grocer and buy those.
yeah, when I was there, dude, that was the best thing ever. Target
Right?
had a whole liquor section. That was great.
Fucking
Targets.
awesome.
You know what? Yeah, Targets are very white girl, dude. Targets are great though. Targets really are great.
Target is. I like Target. Target. We
Yeah,
used to call it we call it Target because we're
yeah.
fat.
Yeah,
You
of
know, you
course. A
got
little
Wally
Target
World
action.
and you got Target.
Wally World, is that Walmart?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, did you
Oh,
see
dude, I
that
took the.
guy?
I go. You want to go or you want me to go? Because I got a fucking funny
Is your
story that
house
I probably
haunted?
shouldn't say.
You got something spinning on your ceiling right now. What is that?
Oh no, I have the fan on because we don't
Okay.
have air conditioning, and it's starting to get warm here in the coast. It's like 78 degrees today, so it's a little warm in here. So I have the fan on. I
Dude,
don't
we've
think
been
you can
going.
hear it, but yeah,
No, I
it's
can't hear it.
definitely blowing the thing up there, right
Yeah, okay.
there.
I
Yeah,
just
it's
want to make
blowing
sure
that
you're
way.
not, because last week you're in like some dungeon closet.
I feel like that was two
Um,
weeks ago and you forgot, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with it and pretend that Nick
yeah, maybe I
isn't
did.
retarded.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yikes. Um, damn, we're only a couple minutes in and it came out already. um,
That happens.
no, so is that because my timeline has not been adding up properly, I don't think.
No, we were back. I was back here last week. I was thinking about that when you were telling that. I'm like, wait a minute, that was 2 weeks ago that we were, because we were back
Hey, you know what?
last weekend because I didn't have any kids last weekend and I have the kids this weekend. So it was definitely last weekend that we were that I was back here in this studio, not
Got
in
it.
the fucking weird closet with a day
Dungeon
bed.
closet. Yeah, yeah.
That was the funkiest thing, right? And
You
the other
know,
thing too, right, is as like, okay, you're a big group traveling to this place, right? And there's already 4 bedrooms and a casita. And why would you think no, 4 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms in a casita? Are
which
you
is a
really gonna
granny
have,
flat.
yeah, the granny flat? Why are you gonna have a bed in a closet? And right, I mean and the master bedroom was pretty big, and that's where that was in there. It's like, dude, if I'm there with my lady, I don't want to put somebody else in there and then have them come. And everything's open. Like there wasn't a door on the bathroom, so you're just walking out, just nuts and bolts hanging out. And it's like, dude, why the fuck would you want to have another human being staying in there when you're just like, oh, sorry, here's everything,
Well,
enjoy
so
it.
if you had to shit like in the bathroom, like you had to shit with no door.
No, there's a door there. There's a door to the shitter, but there wasn't a door to like the shower. The shower was wide. It was one of those walk-in showers with like glass walls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
one of those. So you just
I don't
shower
like
and
those.
just,
I don't like those. I'm a
I do
traditional
the
shower curtain guy.
I like
Give me a
the
shower
hip
curtain
slap, the hip twist, dick slap move, right?
on the glass.
No, in the shower. If it's like open like that, I'll just be in there and
Ah,
make sure that the lady's looking good, give her the little fucking wiggle and have it go.
yeah, yeah.
She's
I
like,
thought
how
you
do you
meant
do that? I'm like, just
you'll
hips,
never know. Yeah, it's on the hips. Um,
hips.
you know what? I blame my timeline being off, dude. I went a little. Oof, I am struggling today. I did nothing all day today.
Oh, one of those
Yeah,
days. Did you get on it last night? What'd you do last night? You did something fun last night. What'd you do last night?
did. I went to a wedding. It was our friend's wedding, and I mean, it was great. It was. There's no restrictions. I mean, there was
Yeah.
150 people there, if not more.
Just everybody
Huge
touching
wedding,
each
actually.
other and just,
Yeah, which
yeah,
is great. Like, like sweating on each other, which is fun,
that's awesome,
dude.
dude. You get a
So
weird hand job under the table at dinner?
no, not too
No,
many people. Um,
no, that's what I meant.
but I wouldn't even know whose hand it was.
Right. I mean, just like
Um,
some strangers just coming up, but it wasn't Tuesday, so it's not like it was inappropriate touch Tuesdays. It was just like a
no, it was
Saturday.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Saturday, dude. Very, very fun wedding.
Nice.
The vodka sevens were going down remarkably quick. We played the game. You tip high and hard in the beginning.
Mhm.
Halfway through, three-quarters way through, you throw another one in there. Here's another 20.
Yep.
So for your and they'll give you what you need.
Yeah, they give you a little
So they
extra.
it was a
Yeah.
great wedding. Shout out to Jesse and Michelle. Congratulations.
Yay.
They had remember that baby clothes that we did the shout out for? They make the baby
Yes.
clothes. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
They actually made the shirt for when I proposed to my lady with the
Oh,
Willie Mary Daddy thing.
yeah,
So
that's awesome.
mhm. Great fucking wedding, dude. They
Good
actually
people.
swear to God here. They are so fucking funny. They had an old camp counselor fucking marry them. And he was like, I want to thank the state of New York for letting me marry you. And then he named a website that he just got ordained on. He was very funny. And then so Jesse, the male, the groom, I guess you
Yeah.
say,
I think that's what it's
has
called, right?
has a twin brother, and I played rugby with them in college,
Oh, okay.
and they call him Third Wheel Dill because like Jesse and Michelle have been together for so long, even throughout college and shit, and he's like they were always so close, and they called him Third Wheel Dill. There's like an Instagram about it, and it's just everything they do. Then there's Dylan, and like they're very very funny about it. So when they were like, okay, like let's get the rings, um, Dylan, who is the best man, went to go give the ring. He's like, oh, I forgot it, like joking, right? And he's like, oh, here you are, whatever. It was very funny.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they go, okay, and now the additional ring, and he goes, what? You go the extra ring. He's like, I don't have another ring, and he started to panic. He's like, wait, I really don't have another ring. And they go, oh wait, Jesse, do you have it? Jesse, the groom, pulled it out of his fucking pocket, and they married him into the relationship. It was so fucking funny.
Oh, that's dope.
Man,
Oh,
funny
that's
until you
awesome.
realize that, wait, you also just married your brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably not good.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think
obviously spoof. It was a funny spoof,
right.
but like, dude, it was
That's
so
funny.
funny. It was like everyone was cracking up. So very fun wedding. We went high and hard. Then we're like, all right, we gotta go. It was like about 11 o'clock, and it was on the water, and there was like throughout the parking lot it was dock spaces for boats.
Yeah.
Now we're sitting on somebody's boat box, just whatever, waiting for our Uber,
Mm-hmm.
and then it canceled on us. I'm like, fuck. So we're just waiting, and I was like,
I hate
and
when they
then
do
there was
that.
like this, yeah, it was really annoying. And then we got charged for it. Whatever, we'll
What?
figure that out. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's some bullshit right
Mm-hmm.
there.
It's all right. Fuck you, Uber. We'll figure that out. And then there was like, and it's 11 o'clock, so nobody's by their boats or anything except this. There was this one tremendous fucking houseboat, like a huge, like I don't want to say yacht. I want to say one step below. Like
That's still a big ass boat.
yeah. It was a huge boat, but there
Do you
was
know how
like
many
an
feet?
older.
Was it like a 30-footer or like
I would say it was. I would argue that it may be even a little bit over 30. Or it was a very large boat, and the only thing I'm basing it off of is my buddy has a 22 foot, so I'm trying
okay.
to like compare it to that.
So here's a question. How many do you know how many levels there were?
Yeah, I can count right now. I can tell you how I know how many levels there are.
Oh.
I was on it.
Did you
Uh-huh.
sneak on? You snuck on.
No,
You were
no way.
hammered with your lady and you're like, we're just gonna get on this fucking boat and
Nope.
we're gonna
Nope.
bang it out real quick while nobody's watching.
Nope. So let me answer your question first. It was 4.
4. Oh. I feel like that classifies as yacht. I don't know
You
that
think so? But
another
I'm also
important question.
talking
Here's another
like
important question.
like it was like 4 steps down to like the bottom bedroom. And then off of like the third floor was like
So
4 or
like a
5
kind of
steps
like a
down.
like a
A
split level type
split level.
situation. Let me
Yeah,
ask you this
sure. Yeah.
question because this is important. If you're in the shitter, could you fully stand? Oh no, you're short. It
Which
doesn't matter.
one? Which one?
Well, no, it
Which
doesn't. I
shitter?
mean, it just
Which shit? You
you're.
see what I'm saying?
Oh, there's
Yeah,
multiple shitters.
there's 2 bathrooms, 2 full baths. Yeah, 2 full.
Yes. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that did it
You
have a
think yeah?
galley?
What exactly is a galley?
Oh fuck. Kitchen. Did it have a kitchen?
Oh, full kitchen with a
Oh,
stove.
oh, this fucking yacht. That's a yacht.
You think so?
Oh yeah. If it
Like
has a
that was one
galley,
of the floors. One of the floors was the kitchen.
yacht.
But again, like it was like they're like half levels, like kind
Yacht.
of.
If it
Okay,
has a
okay.
fucking galley, it's a
Yeah,
yacht,
okay.
bro.
Okay.
Because that means
Okay.
you can set out and you can fucking cook. Because I feel like a regular like a boat is. So I was on a big boat, like a nice size, just fun recreational, just huge boat, 3 levels, all the fun shit. Didn't have a galley. But it was one of those you take it for like a little day cruise around the harbor and have a good time, get fucking hammered, and it was great. If it has a galley, if you can cook meals there, I feel like that classifies as yacht because you can load up and you could take that bitch to fucking Hawaii. Well, I could. You couldn't. You could take it to like the Keys. You could probably go all the way down to the Keys and hang out down there.
That's
And
on
yeah,
my bucket list. Though I don't I love going out
so
on boats. Like I love that. I love fishing. You know, I love that countryside of
fuck
shit.
yeah.
But I would never want to live on a boat. Like sail for like a year around the world. I don't like that because I feel like if there is rough waters, there's nothing you could do, just throw up all the time. I like living in like campers or tiny houses and cabins and shit. But one of my things on my bucket list is to go from like New York to like the Keys,
Oh, that'd be
or
dope.
New York all the way around to California, like something. Well, you can't really do that.
Yeah, you can. It's called the Panama Canal. Did you fucking fail history?
Yeah, dude, I was trying to get butt cheeks from high school girls when I was in high school. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, I remember I was good at history, and the only reason I was good at history was because the history teacher was our golf coach, and there was this girl in our class that was a just smoke that wholesome girl next door, right? Just big,
But
luxurious boobies, brains, and these gorgeous blue eyes. And I remember she was like, "Hey, can you help me out with this history project?" And I'm like, "Yeah, 100%, 100%." And yeah, I helped her out a little bit with history and a little bit with anatomy. It was a really good,
So you're a science guy.
So I'm a science guy. Yeah. So that was the only reason I was good at history. But I do know that the Panama Canal was created so that we didn't have to go across the southern tip of South America to get around because it was like super dangerous. So tell me how you got on this boat.
I will, but I have to tell you how terrible I am at history. History was easily my worst subject. And this is embarrassing. I didn't put together that the Civil War was what the Civil War was, like Americans versus Americans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until like my second year of college. I just didn't get it. Because like I didn't put
what did you think it was?
I failed it all the time. I don't know. Like I just failed all the time because I was always like, nah, I don't got to study for history. It's just history. Like it just happened and like we'll figure it out. And I could never figure it out because I didn't put effort into it. So I was like notoriously very bad.
If you don't put effort into it, yeah, you're not gonna.
That's all it was. It was
like anything, right? You don't put effort to it. It's like me playing golf. If I don't put effort into it, I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna go out and shoot fucking 75, and it's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah, and make par, not war, people. Okay.
That's right. I'd say even par, but I can't because I'm not drinking that beer today.
Yeah, no, I made that saying up.
We got a whole bunch of comments on that.
No, did we?
Yeah. The even par. I don't remember what you said, but I kept saying even par
happy
to
pride.
whatever. Happy pride, and I say even par. And apparently that was hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious at the time, but yeah, the feedback was good on that too. So Al, you gotta tell me how you got this fucking boat. All right. Jesus, you're killing me. You're killing our fans. Our fans right now are screaming at you, going, Nick, how the fuck did you get on the boat? Jesus.
Yeah, I get that. I'm sorry, folks. So here we go. We went high and hard at the wedding. I mean, we were not sober when we left. It was like 11 o'clock.
Proud of you.
So our Uber got canceled.
Yep.
I can't say where the wedding was because then you'll figure out where this boat is. And I don't want to do that because I'm already going to throw out their names. So we were sitting on some random boat box on somebody's pier.
Yep.
And nobody was around except this one boat, which was that big boat. And there was like an old couple. They're early 80s. He turned 81 yesterday. How do I know that? I'm sure. So they were out. And I'm like, they look like they're cleaning up from a party. So I was like, babe, I'm going to get on. I want to tour that boat. You think they live on that thing? She's like, no, it's like a boat in the dock. Probably not. I was like, look how big it is. And they got lights on in the inside. I was like, look, it looks like they live there. And she's like, okay, no. And I was like, I'm going to get on that boat. And she's like, no, you're not. And I was like, I'm getting on that boat. She's like, stop. Do not do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. Because like her running joke, it's got to be a joke. I don't think she's serious. Is, dude, I literally cannot take you out because you are so embarrassing. It's got to be a joke. But she says it often. So it's like a running joke, I think.
I don't think that's a joke at all.
My story, not yours. My story, not yours.
The best part is I can hear her. I can hear her voice. I can see her expression, and I can see the way that she talks to you when saying that. And that is what I think is gold, is because it's amazing. It is.
So I didn't take no for an answer because I was very in the bag, and I played it I was so cool, dude. I have never been cooler. Now I'm all dressed up. I'm looking sharp. I walk over with my hands in my pockets, and I almost pretend like they're not there. And I'm like, just I'm a couple boats away, walking down the dock, and I'm like, just staring at that boat as if I know about boats. Like I was playing that card, like, wow, real beauty. Wow.
Like you're a nautical
Wow.
expert, right? You're all port and
Yeah.
starboard in this bitch. Like you know what even
Yeah.
that means. Yeah.
I didn't even know what a galley was.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
so 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 here was my opening line. It was the wife. Shout out Bob and Ronnie, man. That's them. Bob and Ronnie.
Love it.
The coolest fucking people. They're early 80s. And
Probably
they were
not active
boozing.
on social media, which is good. So I'm glad you
No,
could say
but
their
they
names.
were boozing. They were boozing hard.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll tell you how I know that too. We drank with them. Spoiler. And I had my hands in my pockets and I go, oh, and like she like made eye contact because obviously I'm strolling down this dock slowly looking at her boat. And here's my opening line. And I say, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't mean to be intrusive. I'm just this thing is gorgeous. And she said, oh, thank you. And I said, oh my God, it's just remarkable. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, intrude. And she's like, no, you're not intruding. And I was like, no, I get it. I'm sorry. And she's like, no, really. So she started talking about the boat, and I'm like, interested. And I'm like, and then like it hit me immediately. I was like, holy shit, this woman is a saint. Like I immediately dropped the act and then I just was talking to her, and she was so great. And her husband Bob was coming down from the top deck or whatever, and he goes, hello. And I was like, hi sir, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be intrusive. I was just strolling by and I was looking at your boat, and I was like, it's absolutely gorgeous, sir. And he goes, oh, thank you so much. And he comes over and starts talking to me, and now we're in full conversation, and he is the funniest old man you've ever met in your life. He was cracking me up, and they were so, and now they're on the edge of the boat, I'm on the dock. And then we talked for about 10 minutes, and then my lady Sarah comes over.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, and here's my fiance now. And I was like, this is Sarah. And then they introduced themselves. And then she's like, I'm sorry, I told him not to come over. And they go, no. He is such an angel. He's so sweet. Because I am very genuinely sweet and polite and everything. And well, in other times, probably. So yeah, we just started bullshitting. Long story short, now we're on the dock, they're on the boat, we're just bullshitting. And now it's like, we're 15 minutes in, and we're like genuinely just having conversation. Like they were like great. I totally dropped the act. I didn't want to get on their boat or whatever. I mean, I did, but like I wouldn't ever ask.
Right.
And they go, and Ronnie, the wife, goes, I have to give you a tour. Would you guys like a tour? I'm like, oh dear, you do not have to actually, like, again, I dropped the act. I was like, you don't have to invite us on your boat. Like we just met 15 minutes ago. I really don't. They live on that boat. They live in Florida. They grew up on Long Island. Then now that they're retired, they moved down to Florida. But this is their summer house. It's so big that they just live on it for the summer.
See, I told you, yacht. That's not a
okay,
boat.
I get it.
That's a fucking yacht.
Okay. You're right. You're always fucking right. You're so much better and intelligent than me.
It's just years. It's years of
so
experience.
Many years. Yes.
It's like, the 5 years of experice I have over you.
No,
4.5, but that's okay. Nobody's really counting.
15 exactly. So whatever. They so she's like, no, I insist. Like, I would love to show you around. And that's how she did. He stayed on the bottom deck. And then we went up and she gave us a whole tour. There was a master suite. There was another bedroom that had 2 full-size beds, like kind of seashelled off of each other almost, one above the other, seashelled off kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Then there was a level for just the kitchen. Then there was a level for a lounge, and there was like an upper one that had like couches and like you like where you drive the boat. I know a lot about boats. It's called the hull.
Nope, not called that. Close though. Helm.
Right. The helm was like you driving like a recliner. It was like sick. It was like so tight, and it was like pristine. And it was like a 2002 or 2003 or something like that.
Damn. Now, did they have a captain, or was it just them, just the 2 of them?
Did I introduce you to Bob?
He's driving that bitch.
It's just Bob.
That's impressive. That's impressive. Dude, he definitely has some nautical experience under his 81-year-old belt for sure. Sorry about
they had the boat. That's where I got one too. They've had the boat since 2003.
That's
So
like
here,
4 years ago.
2003.
Oh, fuck. I always, dude, that is the worst thing about when you get to be in your 40s is I legitimately think that 2003 was like 7 years ago.
Well, yeah, because you base off everything is 2010. I kind of understand that. So I don't know what the Civil War is. You don't know math. I blame the school systems.
Yeah,
I blame the
absolutely.
school
Public
systems.
schools are fucking bull. Oh, you went to private
Golly.
school though, didn't you?
I didn't go to private school. Are you
Schools,
shitting
bitch.
me? I would have failed.
Can I tell you,
dude? I'm the lower end of public school.
can I just make a statement right now of how jealous I am that you have a delicious beverage and I'm forcing this atrocity in my throat right now? It's
Mine's getting better. Mine's getting better.
dude,
Yours
I'm
is getting worse.
so disappointed. And I brought a couple of extras, but of different beer. But I should have did something even more different. I mean, it's just because I brought up Modelo's and I like Modelo's,
Love
because
Modelo.
it's hot and it's a great beer in the
Yeah.
summertime and I think it's good. But I brought a couple of those up to supplement in case this beer sucked. And I'm even like, dude, I don't even know if I want to drink. I mean, this the just the poor decision of everything that is in that can, it just is affecting my outlook on all beers now. I'm like, fuck beer. It's just
Okay.
like I would
No.
rather.
Here, why don't you get rid of it? Chug it right now. Get it down the hatch, and then enjoy that Modelo. Just chug it. Just get rid of it.
I have I have a couple Modelos, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. So if you can
So
get
just
rid of
get
this
rid of
and then
this.
switch, just get rid of
Just
it.
say fuck it and I mean this is like
You probably have most of it left, honestly, because it's
because I've
shitty.
been nursing this thing and like I said,
Yeah.
every bit of the aftertaste tastes like have you ever spent too much money at the strip club and like you check your bank account the next day and you're like, I had a lot more money that fucking cinnamon, that bitch. She took me for way too many dollars. That's how I feel about drinking this is like, why did I spend money on this?
No,
And
we've talked about it.
that's
I
such
went
a
to
horrible review, and I'm so sorry.
no, well,
I'm so sorry.
you get
But
what
I
you
have
get.
to be honest
We're honest here.
with the world, or at least I have to be honest with myself. I mean, I could sit here and lie to you guys and tell you how great this fucking beer is, and then you're gonna get it, you're gonna have a sip of it, and you're gonna be like, that is fucking dog shit in a can. And you're gonna get mad at me, and I don't want you mad at me. So if you want to take the risk and try this, if you like these creamy, harder kick in the dicks, then this is going to be really good for you. If I was uncircumcised and had that stuff that grows around not grows, but like it collects on the inside of the foreskin, that's what I imagine this tastes like. Okay, that's really aggressive. That's so
That
aggressive.
was
It's not that bad.
horrible.
It's not that bad.
Oh my
It's really not that bad.
God. Oh my
I was
God.
legitimately trying to think of the worst possible thing that you could put in your mouth, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. And I think I did a pretty good job of saying that. This beer is not that bad. It's better than that. So that's good. That's really good. So shout out to these guys for making something better than schmegma.
So you so you know that whole fucking thing we've been working on where the special beers that that you indulge in, we put them on Instagram, we get shout outs from these private breweries and shit.
Oh, fuck.
And we get we get good feedback from these private breweries on social media. You ruined it. You ruined it because you just kicked the dick off these fucking guys with their Lucky Charm beer.
Oh fuck, it's worse when you chug it. Oh my God.
How much more you got? How much more?
No, it's done. I killed it.
Oh my boy, cheers on that.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Oh
God damn, that's
it.
so fucking funny.
Can you fly out here and spit in my mouth real quick? Because I feel like that's gonna help. And I don't think we should post their can on Instagram as much as maybe we forget this one. Maybe we just say, whoops. Sorry. Yeah. If they see it on YouTube, then they see it on YouTube.
No,
but...
or no. Why don't we just post it and be like, this beer was what Logan was drinking? I mean, like, because people listening probably want to see that can. Like, they want to know what shit. So you're giving a bad review, but you're not telling them what it is. Do it.
Well,
maybe don't tag the brewery, but
yeah, you know what? That's probably a good idea. Maybe we won't tag the brewery. We'll just God, it's making my eyes water.
So dude, Bob and Ronnie. They
would not like this beer. They
Dude, this is how I knew they're my soul. Like they're my, what do we call them? Not soulmates. They're spirit animal. They're my spirit
Oh,
animal.
dude, squad
Because,
goals? Are they squad goals? Do you aspire
oh
to
my
be
God,
them when you
yes.
get older?
Oh, 100%, dude. Because they were
Dude,
such genuine people. They were funny. Here's how funny they are. I swear on my life. They've been married 43 years. So they got married a little bit later in life, but that's okay. Um, they we were getting our tour, right? Now, Sarah went down to meet Bob, right? Like, because we're all exiting, right?
yeah.
And as Sarah was walking down first, then it was Ronnie, which is the wife, and then me. And I, I'll be honest, I think I made it more abundantly clear to keep my hands in my pockets when I was like taking a tour because like I didn't want them to be like, wow, this guy's like just worked his way on a boat and like now he may take something, and I didn't want that. Um, it's just
You never know. Yeah,
I've
it's
known him for
fine.
like 20 minutes at this point, like,
That's fine.
and I think I thought it was like out of respect. So now Ronnie stops me in the top one where it was like not the kitchen, it was one above the kitchen, but it was like they had like their bar almost up there, which was ironically right next to the helm, which was ironic. I like
As it
them.
should be.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I like them a
And
lot.
she goes, um, oh, can I offer you guys a glass of wine? And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to like intrude. Like, thank you very much, but like, we're gonna let you guys be.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, please, I would love to have a glass of wine with you guys. She's like, where we've been drinking and like, and we just finished another bottle. I could polish another, I could open up another one. And I said, oh, that's up to the old lady. Oh, meaning my wife, but she knew that.
Yeah.
And so she calls down and goes, Sarah, is it okay if I give your husband, she called me husband, your husband a quickie? And then we all just stopped. And like, I wasn't going to make the joke. And guess who made the goddamn joke?
Bob.
Bob.
Ah,
Bob.
I love Bob.
So,
I love
so Bob,
fuck yeah.
Bob goes, a quickie. I didn't know it was turning into that kind of party. And then Sarah like kind of joked with Bob about joking, but she wasn't gonna make the
Love
joke.
it.
And she goes, "Oh, he ain't gonna get that quickie from me at least. But if Sarah's interested," and I was like, "Oh, I love these people. I love these." So Sarah is like, so she's like, "Yeah, like can we have some wine?" And Sarah was like, "I mean, if you guys aren't like okay with it, yeah, we would love to have a glass with you." We had 3 glasses of wine with them.
Oh, hell yes, dude. I
Dude,
fucking love it.
we sat there for 2 hours.
Dude, that's 100% squad goals. I would love
Dude,
for
I want to
future
call them.
wife and
I
I
have their
to,
number. I have their
dude,
number. I want to
dude.
call them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I should call them right
we
now.
should. We shouldn't do that because I don't know. We don't have possessed the technology for us to get that call looped into this so that we can actually hear it.
Put it on speaker next to your microphone.
Yeah, but it's gonna sound like shit.
No, that's what they all do. That's what everybody does.
Is that what everybody does?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's all. That's yeah. When like Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura call somebody, they just put it on speaker.
Oh,
it's not a radio show. It's not like on FM.
I feel like even then the quality's not that great because it's
not gonna be great. Yeah, it's not gonna be great, but we'll call them one day. We
gotta do that. We gotta call them one day.
Yeah, we talked about this podcast and oh, you know how like they have like old ways of speaking.
Sure.
He had like the old ways of speaking, but he was like so progressive for like an 80-year-old. Like he was so progressive, and he was saying he's like, I don't know. All right, we'll skip this. It was would call. We sure?
Oh, is it bad? Is it super offensive?
No,
is it like
no,
old people like inadvertently being racist when you're like, I don't think you can say that anymore, Grandma? And she's like, well, fuck, I can't. And we're like,
he would call them like he would call like a certain random group of people, a certain part of the population, a name, but he like not okay. I don't now
it's
I feel
all
like I'm
context,
making it worse,
isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So
it's all
he
context.
was the most because he was saying like, well, I told him about the podcast and shit like that, and he goes, man, I give you guys so much credit because there's so many things you can't say. He goes, because what's going on in the country right now is despicable. The segregation is despicable. He goes, I like to be cordial to everybody I see. I don't care about anything that's out on the outside. All I want to do is get to know you on the inside. And if you know, if I see you walking down the street and I'm cordial and you don't retaliate, that's okay. It's just not that time. He goes, but that's how we started talking. You were cordial to us. We were cordial to you. And he goes, for instance, all the, you know, the protests that have been going on. He goes, why do us as white folk have to not want to talk to the blacks? He goes, the blacks are great people. And I'm like, the blacks? Like, are we saying like,
I don't think we can.
but like,
I mean,
it was, but that was,
I
it
get
was
it
the most
because
progressive, woke 80-year-old, 81-year-old that I've ever met. It was like the craziest shit.
Dude, I agree. I agree. You know, I mean, I've always had that kind of mentality and mindset, and I think we've discussed this before.
Yeah.
We're both on the same page with this. I don't care who you are. I really don't. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. And it doesn't matter if you're black, white, candy stripe. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. You know,
Right.
it's just the way that it is.
But now
And
hearing that out of an 81-year-old's mouth,
I
that you're like,
fucking love it. I
it's amazing,
absolutely
dude.
love it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's just Bob and Ronnie for you. They were like the most cordial. Dude, 15 minutes we were on their boat in there. They're like, this is where we sleep. I'm like, I'm in your bedroom.
I love it. I love
I'm
it.
in Bob and Ronnie's bedroom. Dude, they're the coolest.
My uncle's the same way. He's 99 and he says some shit that I'm like, I get what he's trying to say, but the words that he uses, it's like
exactly.
Like I can't say, you definitely can't say it. I probably can get away with a little bit more because I was raised in a generation where we said different shit. Like retarded was cool. You could say that and it wasn't a big deal. You know how many times I've called my friend faggots? Like all the time. All of the time. And I can't say that anymore.
I just feel the cloud of cancel coming to us.
But it's a different time. I can't say it anymore. Even though I called my buddy, or my buddy called me the other day, and I didn't know that his phone was broken, and he was with his I guess his girlfriend and his girlfriend's daughter. Not his daughter, it's his girlfriend's daughter, and she's like 15 or 16 or something like that. I didn't know it was on speaker, and every time he calls, the first thing out of my mouth is, "Hey, faggot," and it was. Yeah.
Not great.
And he goes, "Hey, I'm on speaker." And I'm like, "Why? Why would you put me on speaker? You know, every time I call," he goes, "Well, my phone's broken." And I'm like, "You dick."
Yeah.
A heads up text or anything like that. Because I know that like between he and I, because we're friends, and I've said it to him for the last 20 years, it's okay between he and I feel. I mean, but if it's in front of other people, then yeah, I'm not gonna say
no,
it.
you would never. Yeah, right. Well,
right?
Turns out it was only in front of a 15-year-old girl.
Oh god damn it. I felt so bad. And that's the second time that I've done it in front of I did it at his birthday party last year as well. I didn't know there were other people in the house and there were other people in his house. And I
you just thought it was an entirely empty house at a birthday party?
I just thought, well, because we were early because we were gonna help set up and get everything going, and there were other people there.
Enough.
And one of the guys there was gay, and I still feel bad about it. Yeah, it didn't I mean, it went over fine. Everything was everybody was cool, and I mean, like the guy and I like hugged it out, and he touched my nipple. But
how was that? How was it?
It kind of hurt because he pinched it.
Dude, you should see my kid was tickling me, like trying to tickle me this morning, and Tickles turned to him being a dick and just pulled. Dude, I have like literally like red cuts all around my nipple.
Oh Jesus, because he's got those little baby fingernails that, you know, like I feel like that lasts until they're like 6 maybe, and they're just fucking razor blades.
They're like,
and they get in there and they just go like, bah, and you're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's like puppy teeth, like how they're so sharp.
How far did you kick him?
Not far, just like I threw him off the bed, but our bed's not that high.
Oh,
like,
that's fine. That's fine. Cement, right?
Just underneath. We have a throw rug. So, dude, I owe you a thank you on air. I owe you a thank you.
What? Okay, what did I do? You're welcome. I don't even know why you're thinking. I feel like
God, you're so self-centered. Oh my God.
I don't know what I did.
We got. I think we played it cool. It was like a couple episodes ago. Maybe a month ago, so maybe like 4 episodes ago.
Okay.
We got pretty drunk and on air, but I think we handled it well.
Shocking.
Like, but like it was like a little bit like we were like at the end, like when we did our whole, see you guys later, and then we stayed to like finish up and shit.
Yeah.
We were like noticeably like, this one did it to me, and you're like, yo, I'm just gonna start fucking like get back to the acting. Like I've taken a break because of the whole kid and moving
Right.
back to New York, and like
Right.
I'm balancing comedy, being a parent, working, and so I had to cut something out. I just had to, and not permanently, but just for the time being. And you were like, dude, look at me in the eyes. That's it. You're getting back on it. You need to get back, blah, blah, blah. Right? Do you remember doing that?
Yeah.
We landed. We landed. We got one. We
Dude,
got one early August.
I'm so excited. I'm so proud. And I think that's one of the things that I love about us is that, and if we can have a little bit of a moment of honesty right now, I'm always hesitant to tell you some of the things that I have going on. And I don't know why. I don't have any justification or reason or anything behind it, but I'm always just like, but I'm also trying to push you to make sure that, because you're fucking talented, you're fucking good at what you do. You're hilarious. You have some. You're starting to get those connections and had those connections and those opportunities. So I want to make sure that you don't get to a point in your life where you look back and go, fuck, I wish I would have done that. So I'm fucking so proud of you right now. And I'm excited about this project coming up. And I can't wait. I
Thank you, brother.
legitimately cannot wait.
Thank you,
Can't wait
brother.
to
I
see it.
appreciate that.
Can't wait to see you up
Dude,
on doing what you do,
appreciate
getting
that, dude.
getting
Well,
dirty.
yeah, oh, very dirty. I think we talked quickly
We
about it,
talked a
right?
little bit about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
I know
know,
a little
you kind
bit,
of
but
know we won't say it on air, but like yeah, we talked about it. But yeah, oh yeah, I'll be dirty. I will be
fuck yeah,
pretty stinky, you know.
I love it.
It's gonna be good. So we'll post some pictures though. Like you
Hell
did
yeah.
that when you were at that when you're on that film and you put the blood on your forehead
Yep.
and you put that up. We'll keep everybody posted. We'll keep everybody looking out for it. So it's a couple months away. But the script will be coming soon. So
Hell yeah.
getting time to start buckling down and hell fucking all right. So what else, dude? So we have a lot to talk about.
We
We
have
have
a
to talk about
shit ton
your
to talk
boy.
about.
Your boy. I called you a couple days ago, like, yo, your boy is doing some crazy shit. Who did you compare my bitch biscuit to?
Dude, you look like a adolescent Steven Seagal. If
Why do you, dude? Here's what you do. Okay. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You you start off as like, hey, man to man, my man Nick Delcati is here with me. Then the next thing you said was, you're with the boyish good look. So you went down a step. You went from man to boy.
no,
Now I'm
hang on a
down
second. To be
adolescent.
hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. To be clear, just so we're 100% clear on this, I believe the first thing that I said was Big Dick Nick is in the house, and then immediately called you a boy. Like the next sentence, and yeah, that 100% of that is an intentional.
Downgrade.
I intended the flow to go exactly the way that it did. So let's
Why?
build you up a little bit, and then let's keep you in check. That's what it
Yeah. All
is. I
right. But
believe
now I'm
that's
gonna have a
it's a
yeah. No, now it's
balance.
weird. No, you know what? Now it's weird because we're gonna
Because you're a
flip
little
it
boy
and
with a
it's
big dick. You're like
that's
a
right. I'm
fucking
an adolescent
tripod.
with a piece. I'm an adolescent with a fucking piece on him.
Dude, can I
So
say this too? By the
no,
way,
no,
we've
in
hang on a
so
second. Hang on a second.
facto.
You've said peace. I don't know. I think I want to say almost every episode if you haven't, and I have to say it's 100% my favorite thing that you say.
Yeah, I
When we're
guess I do
talking
say it a
about
lot.
peeing and I'm like I unzip and pull through, and you're just like I pull down and let the piece kind of flop over. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, you remember
dude, I
that?
like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was
Yeah.
thinking, I was pissing the other day because it's hot here. I wear a lot of basketball shorts. So I have to ask you this question before we get into Steven Seagal.
No, don't. Do not. Do not say you pick a leg up. You don't. You pull the leg of the short up
Yeah,
and go straight down.
yeah, because there's no
The
touching
only
there.
Yeah,
I
but the
mean, that's
only way
just
that
like
works
fucking
is if
boop,
you
boop.
straddle the open toilet. You have to straddle the open toilet because your piece is going straight down with that. Because
Well,
you can
not
only get your basketball
straight
shorts
down.
pretty much.
I
Because you can only
mean,
get your basketball shorts so high before they crumple all the way up.
well,
And
yeah, but
then,
no. Well, hang on a second. But I can get everything out into the open.
dude, okay, here you go,
And then
folks.
it's
This
well,
is
hang on a
Logan's
second. And
most
then it's
subtle way to say that he's got a huge dick. This kid's like, all I got to do is like peel it off my knee, you know.
But everything's out in the open, and then you put a little pressure like with the like crunched up gym shorts up under the testicles, and it kind of gives that just little bit of pitch.
Sits on
that
the
just
perch.
that little bit of pitch,
Yeah,
so that it can just kind of flow down and hits the bowl perfectly.
Yeah,
and they're not touching anything. And then I don't wash my hands and I get yelled at.
Oh, dude, I only wash my hands when people are around.
Dude, I feel like every time we unfortunately have trained the kids so well that every time you walk out of the bathroom, like, did you wash your hands? I'm like, no. Oh my God. I'm like, well, I didn't touch anything. You just went pee, didn't you? I'm like, well,
I'll lie. Okay,
I've started to. I've started to now.
Like,
I mean, before it was like, no. And
here's
now
how
it's
bad
like,
I've
yes.
lied.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's how bad I've lied. Yeah, rinsed and repeat. Here's how bad I've lied. I go, yeah. And they go, Sarah, like, I know you didn't. I'm like, yeah, let me feel your hands. I'm like, no. Like, let me touch your hands.
Do you spit on
them? They're dry. I'm like, well, because I just dried them real well. She's like, there isn't even a towel in the bathroom because I'm doing laundry. And I took it out. I'm like, oh, I dried it on my pants. She's like, yeah, they're dry. And I was like, ah, fuck. All right, you got me. I've lied so bad. Here's how, this is weird. I know this is a problem. This is how I know I have a problem. I have peed knowing she's outside, like say by the living room, which is right offside, or right, we have a bathroom right off our living room.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let the water run. I'll throw the water on and just look in the mirror, look at my teeth or something, and just let the water run.
You're just like, fuck it.
Why? I'm like afraid to get my paws wet or something. I will let it run.
Jesus Christ.
Back to Steven Seagal. What
Our
is going
boy on Steven Seagal? Well, he sold his compound in Arizona. He has a bulletproof compound, and they call it a compound in Arizona that he sold. And apparently, he's moving to Russia.
Yeah, he is.
He's denounced
his U.S.
Let's see if we can pull this up. Tracy, can you pull up the article on Seagal going to Russia? And I believe there's something in regards to like a Russian arms dealer or something like that. Can you pull that up real quick?
Know that. I know he loves Putin. Thank you, Trace.
Thanks. Thank you. Look at that. New face, Russian arms maker, Steven Seagal. Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, Seagal may be known for his martial art skills, but in a recent journeys to Russia, the action movie star has expanded his repertoire into a number of unusual roles, such as international statesman, gun lobbyist, and now as a possible spokesman for the Soviet-era weapons factory. What the fuck are you doing, Seagal? I mean, Jesus Christ. Can you we don't have a subscription to the Wall Street Journal, so we can't read all that. This is unbelievable. So he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna go to Russia and I'm gonna help them with weapons, is what I'm gathering from this.
Yeah. Well, he loves Putin. He's outspoken. He loves Putin.
Why? What is his deal? Could be the face of Russian arms industry. What is he thinking? So I guess he's just gonna hang out with Putin and he's gonna teach him some sort of Krav Maga, right? Krav Maga, is that right? I don't know.
It's like the bear fighting shit.
Dude, all I know is that I remember I was in San Jose working as a golf instructor at one of the courses out there, and I had a student who was a 3rd degree black belt in Krav Maga.
Damn.
And he literally grabbed my pinky and I was on the fucking ground. It was almost immediate. Yeah.
I feel like I could defend myself.
It's some no. I thought I could too, and it was I mean, I did take some martial arts when I was younger, but this was like, oh shit, that's more pain than I've felt ever in the history of pain. And now I'm just going to be down here on the ground, and I still have to give you a golf lesson. So let's figure this out. But he's actually the guy that got me into that. Remember my Vegas story when I went to Vegas? And yeah, it was that guy. That guy.
Same guy.
3rd degree black belt, Krav Maga. The guy was fucking animal. and he kind of looked like a bald Steven Seagal. I feel like that's a requirement. If you're in Krav Maga, is that you have to be slightly overweight, and you have to have a certain face shape. And they put up a bunch of different faces on the screen. Like if you look like Jean-Claude Van Damme with his like cut, just like full structured face, they're like, nah, you can't
we don't want that.
We don't want that. If you look like Joe Rogan, they're like, nah, I feel like you're going to be better at jiu-jitsu, just kind of throwing people around on the mat. If you look like Bert Kreischer, they're like, you know what, we're just going to give you a handle of vodka and you can go fuck
come on
off.
over.
It's but if you look like Steven Seagal, right, and you just have like you're always squinting, right?
But isn't that kind of Bert Kreischer too? I think he's
maybe
when he gets fatter, his
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Oh my god!
Yeah,
so it's just
really fat.
If you just get fatter, it just squishes everything together. Your cheeks come up.
Yeah.
Is that? But I feel like gravity would pull. God damn it, would pull everything down. And but it just maybe it's the fat on your forehead. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
it's just forehead fat.
Well, and the cheeks become puffier, so it's like this. This is what you look like. No, I don't know. Speaking of like jujitsu and shit, quick transition. We gotta talk about fucking McGregor. Saw that?
And the broken ankle. Did he roll his ankle and
no, it was like a broken shin. It's like a broken shin.
I thought I read ankle.
It's his ankle, but
too much into it.
It's like above his ankle. It's like a full breakthrough.
Damn, really.
So what happened was a lot of discrepancy. People think he kicked, they checked, Dustin Poirier checked, and it fractured. Like it broke, it fractured, but he was still on his feet, still okay. Like he was still standing.
Yeah.
Poirier was easily winning. He was fucking McGregor up again.
Yeah, he was.
And here's why part of me thought after the fact that I wonder if Poirier knew, because he had him on the ground and Poirier stood him up, and it was only like 15 seconds left in the round, and Poirier was like, stand up. So they stood up. They were like, they squared up. They both went to throw a punch. They both missed. But in the breakdown, when McGregor pushes off his left leg, you can kind of see his high ankle bow out a bit. And then he missed, stepped back, and it just broke underneath. It just went 90-degree angle, broke right underneath them. And then, so here's my question. Okay, we've on this podcast alone, we've talked about a couple of pretty gruesome broken legs in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I want to steer away from that. I don't want to repeat that. What I want to talk about,
we have talked about it, right?
Right. What I do want to talk about is, what is your stance on trash talk? We know McGregor's like, he sells himself. He became the guy that gets paid the way he does because he sells himself with trash talk. And I mean, he's even talked to, like, in the ring about Khabib, like, listen, I didn't mean any of that. It was just business. I'm just amping the people up. I'm just business. And then Khabib's like, let's talk now. Boom. Let's talk now. Boom. And fucking him up. But like, so McGregor, that's McGregor. Okay. Do you think that there is like no holds bar with trash talk? Like, hey, listen, we're promoting a fight. We're trash talking. It's going to get personal. It's going to get pretty rude. It's going to get pretty gruesome. Or do you think there are some things that are off limits? Now, as you think, let me say, because McGregor's there, broken leg on the floor. Poirier's walking out, getting escorted out. And McGregor said, oh, fuck you. Your wife is in me DMs. Right. So do you think there is ever a limit, or, hey, listen, this is the business. This is the business. The more appealing you make a fight because you think they hate each other, the more money you're going to get? Or do you think, hey, you trash talk, but there's certain, what is your expectation? I don't want to tell you how I feel. I want you to answer first.
All right. So I think that there's going to be, and there always will be, a level of trash talk.
Sure.
In all fights, right? We're talking boxing, MMA, the full gamut. I mean, there's going to be some trash talking. It's been that way since forever, like always, right? I mean, Mike Tyson was fucking great at trash talking, right?
That guy?
Okay, maybe not great, but
he wasn't great at talking.
He wasn't even good. No, he was average at talking. He was good at shit talking.
Yeah. Did you
So
remember what he said? I'm sorry, I have to say. He's like, I'll fuck you till you love me.
yeah, 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 yeah. So, but I mean that's the thing, right? I mean it's all about that trash talking. And I feel like McGregor is definitely one of the best at it. I mean, he can talk some shit. I mean, he can talk some shit,
Yeah.
right? And you know,
Yeah.
you look at Mayweather. Mayweather's another guy I mean, he can talk some shit.
Yep.
And that's all part of it. That's part of building it up, building up the brand, and building up just who you are. And you know, the fact that yeah, I mean, if those guys started talking shit to us, we were like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you're good. I mean, we're good at talking shit. We can talk
Yeah.
shit. And
Yeah.
I've mentioned it before, you know, just being on a call. This was back in Christmas with some of future wife's coworkers, and they start talking shit to me, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
you understand.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Dude,
different level,
I
sweetheart.
played a fucking sport for a living. You don't think I'm gonna get cocky and mouthy? You get me on the golf course, there's not a lot of people that talk more shit than I do because
And then you went into an entertainment industry where you pride yourself on talking shit. That is what
correct.
being a comedian is. Like,
That's what it
most
is.
of your life has been talking shit
Correct.
successfully.
Correct. But the thing too about, you know, when I played golf was like, dude, I could back it up, right? I mean, I still can to some extent, not as much as I used to because I don't play as much anymore, but I can back it up. And it was part of the thing. Now, that being said, has there been times where I've gotten my ass handed to me on the golf course and walked off the golf course still chirpy and talking shit to the guy I just got beat down by? Yeah. Yeah, 100%, probably every time. And because I know that he got my best that day, or he got the best of me that day, but he hasn't seen my best. So she doesn't matter. I mean, I've gotten beaten by girls. I mean, there's some good girl golfers out there without question. They can't hit it past me, but it's fun to watch them, you know, try to chip in.
That's only one part of the game.
That's right. So
Right.
and shout out to I don't think Nicole listens, but shout out to Nicole. I mean, I'll never forget. We played one time when I was struggling a little bit to kind of find my way, and we played. And I'll never forget. It was probably one of the better driving rounds that I've had. I think I missed one, maybe two fairways the entire day. She hit maybe three fairways all day. I shot 71, she shot 67, and we got off that golf course. And she said, "How important is driving?" And I went, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
So I mean,
Wow.
she's given me so many just little lessons kind of along the way from her, but she also her and I shared the same instructor, which was my dad. So but the amount of shit talking never stopped. I mean, I'll talk shit to her today. I'll call her up right now. We'll fucking talk shit. And she comes right back with it because we performed at a high level. And I think when you perform at that high a level, that's part of the game. It's part of the thing. So for Connor to say, fuck you, your wife's in my DMs. I think
You're cool. Are you cool with
I,
it?
I'm kind of on the fence. You know, I think he could have said
Pick a
something
side.
maybe a little bit different, but I'm leaning more towards I'm okay with it than I am
Mm-hmm.
to not okay with it because
So you think
that's
more
part
or
of it.
less, yeah. So you think more or less, hey, if we're gonna trash talk, everything's gonna be on. It's kind of like comedy. Kind of
Everything's on
like
the table.
if you're coming to a comedy show, don't get offended because we're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about obscure things.
Everything.
We're gonna go against the grain.
Yep.
If we don't go against the grain and we don't struct a joke a way that other people in the room can't, or we have a way of thinking about things or dissecting things and making different points and constructing this way, that way, whatever, that's what sets us aside from, the audience members.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah.
Comedians pet cats from fucking ass to head.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Did you just make that up?
I did. I was thinking about
Just
that. I'm
now.
like,
Just now.
you said against the
Oh,
grain, and I'm like,
yeah.
dude,
Ooh.
you don't pet a cat that way, dude. You pet from head to tail. That's how you pet a cat, right? We don't. As comedians, we go from fucking asshole to fucking their head. We don't fuck their head, but
Yeah,
asshole to head.
yeah.
That's how we pet cats because that's how we have to think. We got to think about some weird random shit. Now that being said, as a parent, we have to be really careful because we have to also keep our kids in line and understand there's
separate.
a time and place.
Yeah, we have to separate.
I had a conversation with future stepson yesterday that was like, dude, you gotta be really careful what you say, especially around girls, right? I mean, you're at a time in your life where you gotta kind of reel it back a little bit. If you're trying to be funny, cool, but no, no. You always gotta be building people up, and you gotta do that. Now, if you're
almost
with your
impossible to
boys
tell
and
him
you
that.
want to talk some shit, then yeah,
Right.
if you and I are just hanging out and you want to try and you want to throw something at me, go. Let's go. Let's have
Right.
some fun. Let's verbally spar and see what happens.
Nice. Yeah. Right. Man, it's gotta be so difficult to like explain to a new teenager.
Fuck.
A teenager?
He's
12?
not yet. He
12.
just turned 12.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he's got I mean, he's got all the hormones starting to like creep up there.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I'll go, 7 to 10 days without seeing him. And I swear to God, this last time, his voice has dropped a note, not a full like octave, but he's gone from like like a like a like a G to an F. Like he just went down that one
That
note,
one spot.
just that
Damn.
spot. And I'm like, dude, I feel like your voice is a little bit lower. He's like, what?
Yeah.
No, it's not. And I'm like,
Pick
yeah,
up
no, I feel like it is, dude. He goes, oh, really? It's still high. And I like to make fun of him, but
Do you remember when your voice dropped?
I don't.
I can remember it
don't.
vividly.
I think that I've always sounded like this. When I was 8 years old, I feel like I walked up on stage and I was just like, hey guys, my name's Logan. I'm gonna sing Around the World in 80 Days. And the crowd was like, yep, yay.
You guys know who Tracy Chapman is?
Yeah.
You're like, no, we're in third grade.
So shit. No, I was thinking about that. I legitimately was thinking about it because obviously he's going through it. I don't remember. I want to say I don't I got nothing. I legitimately have nothing. I know
remember.
there was a period of time and I can vaguely remember where my voice it would crack every once in a while. But I mean that's a weird thing, right? So and this is something that the cracking's always weird. But this is something that I try to talk to my kids about is like, dude, there's what is there, 3 or 4? 4 voices. There's 4 voices that are out there that are yours.
Oh, I do you were counting your kids for a second. I was like, dude, that's terrible. Don't do that. Don't admit that on air.
No, I know that I have 2, 3. No, there's 4 of them that I know of. So only 2 are mine.
Just go.
So, but there's 4 voices, right? There's the voice, the inner monologue in your head, which sounds nothing like the voice that you hear when you speak, which sounds there's 5, which sounds nothing like your recorded voice once you hear it back, which sounds nothing like the voice that you hear, Mr. Nick Delicati, as you are listening to me say these words.
Right. And dude, when I hear back, so like if I'm editing a clip for like, social media or whatever, like, yo, that's not what I heard. That is not what is coming out. Like, I was like, oh, I must be some faulty equipment. I'm like, well, damn, I spent so much money on this equipment.
Dude, and that's something that I've gotten used to. And I feel like I've gotten used to it more over.
Yours sounds
crazy.
The same. Yours does not change.
No. But for me being accustomed to it, right? So I do in terms of voiceover auditions, I do a bunch, right? Because I enjoy it. I think it's fun. And it also, helps pay some stuff, not a lot. It doesn't pay a lot right now, but maybe eventually it will.
Sure.
And I've heard that I have a good voice, so I want to be able to use it. So I've gotten to the point now where I can record something and it's like literally the tone and connotation maybe of one word. I'll be like, I didn't like the way that I said that. And I can re-record the same script with just that one word being different.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, that goes with like reading scripts as well. Like, say you have a self-tape, right? When you self-tape an audition, you're gonna do it 1,000 fucking times.
Yep. 100%.
And then you'll pick up on that one word. Why am I putting so much emphasis on this word? It should be more drawn out, or it should be just a lower, maybe a little raspy almost. Hey, maybe I don't focus on that word at all. Maybe I skip that word and emphasize the next word. You'll do it 1,000 times, but it's kind of the same thing that you're saying. You hear one word and other people may not think it's an issue, but when you're your biggest critic and you're the one submitting this audition, it's everything.
And sometimes you want it to sound what it sounds like in your head, right? So
Right.
I'll read a script and I can hear what I want it to be, what I want it to sound like in my head, and then I'll actually record it, listen to it back, and go, "Oh, that wasn't quite what I had in mind."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point now with VOs where it's 2, 3 takes usually.
Yes. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that is impressive, but it's not gonna be a number. That may be 2 or 3
It,
takes. Then you're gonna get this next audition where you're like, okay,
oh,
I don't want you to focus. You're gonna focus. Oh, it'll only take me a couple minutes, and then it's gonna take you all day, and you're gonna get frustrated. And that's the issue. Is when you start getting frustrated, it'll never come out. You need to take a break because it'll never
yeah,
come out. So what I
yes.
like to think of, this may be a really shitty example or whatever another word I'm not thinking of. Comparison. Nope, not it. Whatever. The way I think of it is when I get a script, right? And
Yeah.
I have a self tape, right? Which for people that like aren't in the industry, no big deal. Um, what a self tape audition is basically what it sounds like. You're not going into a room with the executives and the producer, whatever, and then you read it and you get one shot at it, and the next guy goes in, which a lot of it is. Um, a self tape is you do it at home. They'll email you a part of a script. I want you to read this. Typically, it's like the third or fourth part of the audition process that they'll actually hand you some papers.
Yep.
And they'll set the scene, but it's all on paper. They're not there telling you what the scene is. It is just written down. And you take that for what you want, and then you do your lines, you tape it yourself, and then you email it back or however you're going to submit it in. And you're going to do that fucking 115 times. But what I like to think, what always helped me is when I'm like reading it, I know where we are. I've set the scene in my head. I already picture it as a movie that's been already made. It's out there, and that character already exists. That the character is like a shell, and how do I fill in that character? That shell is already, that character exists. That movie, this whole scene, this whole chain of events already exists. Now, can I pretend to be that guy for a second? How do I pretend to? I mean, you say you see Mark Wahlberg doing, what is it, the other guys or whatever. Peacock's gotta let me fly. That already exists, but we can all reenact it, right? We could all do the wiggle arms and pretend to be a peacock and whatever the case may be. That exists. So I look at it as all you're doing is reenacting something that already exists. So if it comes across when I do it, I'm like, well, hold on, that's not even a little bit with like what I had in mind. Then
Right.
it's not done. Then it's not done yet.
Right. And fuck, heck, dude, this is why I that little tangent rant explanation, whatever you want to call it, that you just said, is why I push you, because I fucking love the way you think about things. That's a great way of thinking about that process. The audition process for actors has definitely changed. It's a lot of self tapes now as opposed to actually going in, and the old cattle calls when it was. And I there was a period of time back in it was a while ago. We're not gonna put years to it. Where I was at some of those cattle call auditions, and they're definitely intimidating. And I don't think I know I didn't have the confidence that I have now. But even then, the self tape auditions are so different, but I like them. I think it's you get to put kind of your creative thoughts and energy and juice into it, and see what you think. And I think it gives us an opportunity to really experiment and explore and have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I enjoy, is just kind of taking, and we've talked about how I go through script reading. I'll read my lines first and try to get my head around what I think is going on, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll go through and read the entire script. and
Right.
see
And I've
how
never heard
close
that
I
before.
was.
You told me that. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
yeah.
even heard of
And I like
that
yours
approach.
too. Is like, dude, that's a great idea. Of like, look, this already exists. You're just trying to make it what they've already created, which
Right.
I really
Right.
like that too. I think that's a fucking great idea too.
Thank you, man.
And I
You
think
know what?
that
Can I tell you? Oh, sorry. No, good. I don't
no,
mean to
no,
cut you
go,
off.
go, 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 go.
What the only thing I like the self tapes because you could do it. It's not you get one shot at it. I like that part. The part I do not like is when you used to go in front of people. I mean, dude, one time I drove for 8 hours for one audition. I forgot my lines. Isn't that crazy? There was a lot of lines and I forgot them. It's crazy. Like I made it like 3/4 of the way through and it was going all right. And I forgot. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, all right, line. And they told me the line. And I was like, fuck. And I slept in a car that day. Like I just
Oh,
whatever. The reason I don't, the thing I miss about in-person auditions is you can set yourself aside from the rest by going in and just doing something silly or something funny before you're like, all right, read. Like, because they're sitting there all fucking day.
yeah,
Next. It's the same lines over and over again. If you
right.
walk in and pretend to pee in the plant that's in the corner, like, sorry guys, you guys kept me waiting for a while. Golly, what's happening, guys? Like something like that, and they're like, "Yo, you remember the guy that like pretended to pee in a plant? Like, what the fuck was that guy?" Like, they go, "Yeah, but his audition was like actually kind of good. It just it'll spark some." So that's the only thing I do miss is like being able to go in there and like set yourself. And now peeing in a plant is kind of like you don't actually pee in it, but like that's an extreme example. But like if you sit on the couch and you're like, "Gosh, just thought a production team like you guys would have a better couch. This thing is crazy for my lower back." Like something silly, like they'll remember you in some way or form.
I think that's great too, and I agree. I thought that you were going to say feedback because that's definitely something that I don't we don't get at all with these.
You like feedback?
I do, because
Oh,
sometimes
kills
I've
me.
definitely been in the
Kills me.
situation where I've had casting directors or whoever was there just say, "Hey, can you read it this way?" or "Can you say, I like that, but can you do this?"
Yeah, but that's
And
not feedback. That's
I mean, it
that's
is
them. Hey, listen, I like what you got so far. Let me
okay. The
and then that's
direction.
you
How about
almost
that?
yeah, that's giving you direction, which is hey, getting direction is a great thing because they like what they saw at first. Hey, let's take it's not a complete okay, waste of time, waste like this guy's a no, this guy's a definite no.
Right,
It's
right,
oh,
right, right.
hold on, we may be onto something, but let's push you into the more of what I was thinking. And then hey, the more direction they give you, the better your audition's going to be because now you can relate to like what they're looking for.
Right. Right, right,
Up
right, right,
until
right.
then, it's just you speculating.
Yeah, and
Um,
I feel like when you do the the tape versions and send them in, it's very much you're just speculating on what you
mhm.
think they want, and sometimes it
Oh,
isn't the
absolutely.
case. So
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
but I do, and I feel like that's where they look at it and go, okay, this is good, and then they give you the callback, and you have the callback, and they're like, okay, can you do it this way? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you.
Okay.
I actually I had a different question, but I got sidetracked. Is that a thumbtack in the
Oh yeah.
other one?
Mm-hmm.
So now we have two thumbtacks because we have a
There we
thumbtack
go.
up there. Yep. And we now have a thumbtack down there.
So here's what I'm
Hey,
thinking.
as
I'm gonna
long
go
as it
antiquing
works.
again.
As
I'm gonna
long
go antiquing again and get something to cover this thumbtack now. Talk about callback.
fucking
Talk about
love
a
it.
fucking callback. We're talking three
Oh
episodes ago
shit.
now.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
do have it.
Nice.
Do you know the Adam Devine? Is that his name? Adam, yeah, Adam
Yeah.
Devine from Pitch
From
Perfect. Well,
workaholics.
Workaholics. Do you know how he got on Pitch Perfect?
No,
And Pitch Perfect 2? I don't think he was in 3, but
I
2
didn't
for
even know
sure.
there was three.
Either did I till last night because the kids love the shit and we watched it last night. But
Pitch
and
Perfect 1 is a great flick.
yeah, I'm 99% sure he wasn't that. Do you know his audition story for that movie?
No, no idea.
So I don't know if it's his agent's fault or there was some sort of miscommunication, but he went to the audition thinking that it was a baseball movie.
You're fucking lying.
Swear to God. Directly from his mouth.
Pitch Perfect.
hey, pitch, baseball. He thought it was a baseball movie. He gets there and he goes, he goes, I thought this was a baseball movie. So I show up, I'm wearing like some athletic like type stuff. And all of a sudden I'm seeing these people like singing like in you know like outside the thing and like warming up and you know da 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 you know doing all that shit. And he goes, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. So he goes, I get in the audition and he goes, I read some stuff and then the casting director is like, okay, can you sing? And he's like, what? So he legitimately freestyles a song that he just heard on the radio on the way in, and they liked it and cast him.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's how fucking wild casting directors are. I'm just saying that
Yeah, dude,
because
yeah.
it is. And I know you've made it. Should I make an announcement or no, I don't want to take your fucking.
Jed, what's the matter with the?
Should I?
Jed,
Can we?
Jed, what do you got?
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So I have been unrepresented, whatever the word is, up until now, and now I have representation.
Yeah,
So,
dude, congratulations, my brother.
man.
That
I'm
is
excited about
fucking
that.
huge.
I feel
Yeah,
like
so
you know,
are a represented man. Oh God, here goes this podcast. You're gonna be pulled left and right, and I'm like, well, don't forget about me, us little folk.
no, stop it. I'm just excited. I think it's the next logical step because right now, as you know, you and I are both, I mean, we grind individually trying to find these things and we're
Yeah.
spending time out of our day to go chase whatever it is. And I think that now that I have somebody that's doing it for me, it frees me up to do some other things, right? So I can, you know, focus on writing more better material and honing that material. And I don't have to worry necessarily about chasing that next job because I have somebody that's going to go find that hopefully for me. Hopefully, I don't know.
Dude.
Who knows? Who knows how it's going to work? Who knows how it's going to turn out? But I'm excited that I found somebody that is excited about me and my work and what I've done. That hopefully will pitch me and promote me to bigger, better projects, and will continue to grow.
Fucking incredible! Congratulations, and you spun that in a very interesting. Yeah, cheers. You spun that in a very interesting way. I was
it's funny. I was sitting in the meeting and I really truly believe this with everything in my person is that I thoroughly enjoy being in front of a camera. I mean, just and that challenge and that struggle that we find to be that character that we're trying to portray. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's super challenging, and I truly enjoy doing it. And you know what? If I don't make any money fucking doing it, I don't care. I really don't. But if I have the opportunity to get in front of a camera, and probably on stage at some point too, again, you know, and for some theatrical stuff because I did enjoy doing that. That just the thrill of doing that and the opportunity to express what I believe that character is going through is what makes it fun for
me, dude. 100%. And you know that just tells me that you're doing everything for the right reason. You're not doing it to make Steven Seagal money. Call back. And and then move to Russia. You're doing it because like, hey,
$3.4 million. He sold that house for $3.4 million in Arizona, which is like $8 million in California. Or
okay.
10. It's like $10 million in California.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It's like $300 million in California.
How does that convert to Russian bucks?
Dude, that's like 4 Russian euro.
That sounds
it's rubles. It's rubles. And it's like no. It's rubles and it's like 300 billion rubles.
Wait, okay. You have to break shit down. I told you I'm not good at history. Break that shit down a little bit.
So I feel like the Russian ruble is not as valuable as the US dollar. So if he sold his $3.6 million house in Arizona, it's probably worth, I would guesstimate, in the neighborhood of 10 million rubles, which buys you a small cottage that has a potato farm.
In Russia.
in Russia, but the government
So
gets
hold on,
the rest of it.
Hey now.
See, there's where it is.
Hey
There's where it
now.
all comes together and makes that nice pierogi. It makes a nice pierogi for you to fucking.
You stupid son of a bitch. You stupid son of a bitch. Oh man.
Right?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah. You're moving to Russia. Oh, you're gonna be big dick over there. No, you're not. You're gonna be a potato farmer.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be nothing. Like, well, hey, to each its own. To each its own. I say
We give you a nice potato farm. You wrestle bear. Maybe we upgrade you, and you have nice bigger potato farm. Is what we'll do. Yes. Yeah,
and
you can open pierogi shop and make your own vodka. It's fine.
Yes, they do the same.
And for some reason, Seagal is like, "Yeah, that sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and do that." But he said it was like squinty eyes. He's like, "Yeah, it sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and do that."
Yeah. But I don't realize that I am here till I die now. Like there is no backsies. Like whoops.
Now here's the thing that I wasn't able to find, or Tracy wasn't able to find, was did he like legitimately give up, like renounce
What movies? No, he made 2 fucking movies in the time that he moved there.
No. I'm saying, did he so Putin gave Jesus.
Give him it.
God damn it. I've been hanging around the small humans too much, dude. They say they don't conjugate their verbs correctly and it rubs off.
Blame it on your children, not the fucking 11% beer you chugged.
That I've been following with, but I've been following it with this, delicious what are Modelo's? 5.5? I don't even know. Let's see here. Tracy, can you pull up the article, the one right there, the one right there. No, the other one. No,
right there.
God damn it, Tracy, come on.
No,
pull up. Yeah, just pull up the big list, and we'll pick it from there. Yeah.
Come on, thanks,
yeah.
Tracy.
There we
Jesus
go. There
Christ,
Jesus, Tracy. Fuck. You been drinking today?
Tracy? No, listen. Tracy. Ooh, Tracy's been hitting the bottle a little bit.
Just a little bit there.
I don't want to say anything. She's good. She's good to us.
She?
Yep. She. No. Putin.
From Putin hands a Russian passport for Steven Seagal. So he had, but that was 2016. So he's had a passport for Russia for a long time. I'm trying to figure out TV movies as we've seen. So he's been in Russia's pocket for a minute.
Yeah, quite a bit.
But I feel like he's just now just like, fuck it, we're just gonna make but that was 2013. Oh my god. So the article that we read earlier was 2013 that he was gonna be the new face of Russia 6 days ago. I don't know, man.
Celebrities in the cult of Russia's president. Jesus, that is a fucking title.
That's a bold statement right there. I'm surprised that passed some Al Jazeera. Well, Al Jazeera, that makes sense. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, we're just gonna put some shit out there. There's Seagal.
God, look at all that hair dye. Jesus Christ,
that's so much hair dye.
Holy shit, dude, that'll stain your skin.
That is so much. Do you remember the picture of Rudy Giuliani with it just like he was sweating and it was coming down as like a black? It's like, hey, I don't think sweat's supposed to look like that unless you've been drinking a lot.
Yeah, what are you drinking? Motor oil?
Yeah. Fuck, Julie. Dude, look at that photographer back there. God, I feel like all the women in Russia are either extremely hot or dumpster fires. It's one of two.
Okay, but that girl's body does not match up. Look at the back. Dude, okay, her stomach looks like she hasn't been. No. Look at her. Her stomach has not been fed in about 6 weeks, but this bitch is sitting on some hips.
But I feel like that's Russia. It's all the potatoes and vodka. That's what happens. And I mean, even she's pretty over here. I don't know that she's Russian.
That girl is actually gorgeous to the right there.
So it's like, dude, why
I said, why are the girls way more pretty than the men?
Dude, in Russia,
Russian men, yikes.
Russian women are either gorgeous or dumpster fires, and all the men look like they've been kicked in the face by a bear and then fallen off of a glacier. Do they have glaciers in Russia?
Yeah, probably. Honestly, yeah. But Putin owns them. Putin owns them.
Putin owns everything. That's irrelevant to anything that
what is that Scooby-Doo looking bitch in the back there?
Dude, I don't even know what is this. Are they? Is this a concert
they're wearing
like
long kilts? And then there's a Scooby-Doo, Scooby Snack, Shaggy looking me bitch up in the back.
Oh my
guys,
God.
if you want to know what we're looking at, this is all on our YouTube, and you can find that at HMNS Podcast on YouTube, HMNS Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, as well as HMNS Podcast. If I say that too quickly, let me rephrase it. It's HMNS Podcast, abbreviation for Hey Man, nice shirt. That's us.
Fuck yeah.
If you want to email us, guys, get in touch with us. I appreciate everything that has been happening. And thank you guys for reaching out. We try to do our best with it. Oh, threw up another clip on TikTok right before we got on now. That clip, man, dude, I'll be honest, dude, that clip holds fucking true. I don't know how that one will fare. I don't care how it fares. You hit my fucking funny bone in that one. So goddamn hard. You can email us at hmnspodcast@gmail.com. Plug in all those shits. Speaking of death, dude, I have to ask you. I'll have to tell you, not ask you. I have to tell you. Okay. I was driving down one town over, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. And a fucking huge, like a tremendous funeral home is over there. It's a 2-story or 3-story funeral home. It's big, right? Fucking burnt to the ground. Collapsed. Dude, like in a whole
cremation gone bad, or
well, no, I don't know. Something set a fire, okay? And it was a bad fire. We could probably look up you could probably pull up the pictures now, Trace, if you want to. Here's my dude. That's got to be some bad voodoo. That's like
bad
okay.
What?
Here we go. Bad voodoo.
No, I don't think that's how you say that.
I say that way. Yeah, I say voodoo.
I feel like it's juju.
Yeah, but that sounds like a juice. That sounds like a kid's drink. I like to say voodoo because it sounds like an adult drink.
It
sounds like a crab shack. We got the voodoo crab shack.
I don't like any of that.
Okay.
That's
Well, here's my concern. It's like
how long ago was this, by the way?
This was like I don't know. I discovered it 2 weeks ago. It's type in Selden, SELDEN, funeral home fire, I guess.
Oh, so this isn't the griot. Oh no, this is the Selden fire. This is a Tracy gave me a sneak peek of this. I love that you have 0 sense of time at all. It was May 25th.
That's not it. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's it. That's it from the side.
May 25th. Not last week, not 2 weeks ago. That was May 25th. That was a month and a half ago.
Dude, I told you that I am not great at history. The Civil War baffled me.
The Civil War took place in 1974, and it was between United States of America and another part of Canada.
1974. Yo, were you alive for the Civil War?
No, I was born in 79, bitch.
Oh, so you were just after the Civil War?
The Civil War also was in 1974.
Oh, that part was the joking. Oh, I didn't get the joke. I don't think I understood the joke. I didn't know what part you were joking about.
The part where I could have been alive during the Civil War, or the fact that it took place in the 20th century. That was the part that confused you. I get it. I get it. That's good. That's fun. That's neat. So
that's the favorite thing. I love this motherfucker, this stupid fuck texts me back. I'll text him something cool like, hey man, we got some good views, or hey, the emails were, about this week. He goes, "Hey, that's neat." Like, this fucking guy texting me, "Hey, that's a neat." That's in his
neat.
actual vocabulary. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Like,
What
what is
it is?
wrong with you?
It's neat. It's clean.
So,
You want me to say clean? Clean.
no, God, no, I don't want to say like, "Hey, cool." Like, just
why?
sweet.
I don't need to
That's
say
pretty
cool.
man.
Or just I feel
I
like
say
if I say
neat.
cool,
Oh, neato.
if I I feel like if I say cool, I'm trying to be younger than I am, and I feel like neat is appropriate.
Neat. You know who says neat?
I don't know. I do.
Bob and Ronnie.
I do.
Bob and Ronnie from last night's yacht said neat.
I
And they're
fucking
81.
love Bob and Ronnie. I
love
love
them so
them.
much.
They
I love them.
legitimately squad goals right there. If I
For
can
sure.
have that with my future wife, that we have a dope boat that we just cruise from Long Island to Mexico. Not Long Island, sorry, Long Beach to Mexico, because we're not going to live on the East Coast. Fuck the East Coast. Take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, so that was a worthless statement.
Bob and Ronnie, though, are who I and future wife aspire to be. Just a dope boat that we just kind of hang out with in the summers or winters. I mean, we can cruise down to like Baja in the winter and hang out, and then cruise back up to fucking Long Island or Long Beach.
Nope, back to Long Island. You're doing the whole trip.
Fuck Long Island. I'm not going.
So here's my question. Look at this fire. That fire is fucking wicked in a funeral home.
That's not small.
Here's my question. This is what happens. This is what happens in my mind. I'm like, okay, so like there's like bodies there, right? They're like, so like like how do you make that phone call and be like, hey, I know you wanted a burial service, but can I interest you in a cremation?
Well, I'll tell you what, this one's on the house. I mean, is that how that works?
And it's literally all over the house. That's why we say that.
Oh, that's so bad. It's so bad.
That's not good.
It's not good.
That was maybe the worst thing I've ever said. That
dude, but you gotta think though. I agree with you, because my first thought was when I saw that picture was, dude, how many fucking bodies were in there? Yeah. There's more than 3 for sure.
I'll tell you what a firefighter isn't doing. Running in to save somebody that's already dead. Like, the guy's been dead a week and a half. I ain't saving him. I'm gonna run in there.
Oh my god, that's so fucking morbid. But it's so true though. I mean, you have to think about that. Okay, so my neighbor is a firefighter, and he is off right now. I think he goes back like Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
What does he do? Does he do a couple weeks on, a couple weeks off? Is that
no? He does like 3-4, like 3 on, so 4 off.
3 days on, 4 days off.
Yeah, I think. Is that what it was? Yeah, no, it's pretty. It's a pretty fucking dope gig. But it's also California. There's also a lot of fires here in California, so there are times where he's gone for like weeks at a time. That said, I'm going to ask him the question, because I'm probably going to see him here in a little bit, because we all go outside and hang out. All the kids play and all that fun stuff. He's going to be out there. I'm going to give him one of these shitty beers, and I'm going to ask him.
Way to repay your heroes. Like, hey, I know you do a lot for this state and for our community. Here's a milk.
God, it was so bad. So, but I did. Okay, so back up a little bit more. For the first time, I cooked a brisket last night or yesterday. I've never cooked brisket, and I've only never cooked a brisket because I've been terrified to cook it, because I hear it's so hard to cook. This brisket, and I quote from future stepson, the best piece of meat I've ever had.
Happy Pride. Nope, sorry, that was last week. That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. But dude, I was stoked. It was really good. So I saved a piece for both. So there's a guy, Brett, who lives down the corner, and Ryan lives across the street, firefighter. I saved him a piece because we've been talking about this for months about me cooking a brisket. So I gave him a piece. So he's already. I've already thanked him for what he does. Right now, I'm going to give him a shitty beer, and I'm going to ask him, "Hey, if there's a funeral home on fire, are you going in to save the bodies,
You're
or
not. You're
are
not.
you just
I mean,
let 'em
if it's a
burn?
small little fire in the corner, yes.
I mean, how does
If
that?
if it's that raging fire that we just pulled up or Tracy just pulled up, like you ain't running into that
Dude,
fucking thing.
but how pissed are you as
Yeah.
Meemaw's grandson,
I was gonna say
right?
Pawpaw.
Oh, I went Meemaw. Is Meemaw's grandson that you're like, oh, I was waiting to, go to the service and see Meemaw for the last time and give her the little on the forehead and just be like, it's all good. And now you can't. You can do it, but it's gonna
Got a
get
new urn.
dusty in your mouth,
Yeah, it's got a new
right?
urn.
It's just like,
Yeah.
oh
Mhm.
shit. Now my mouth's gray. So I mean, how does
Is
that
that siding? Is
Is that
why do I why are the ashes green? We had a
how
green carpet.
how
There was a
old
green
is this?
carpet.
How old was this building? Is this asbestos? Can I now you call that phone number for Jacobs and Jacobs? The am I entitled to a settlement? Or how does this work?
That's it.
Oh,
That is our podcast.
that's it.
This has been Hey Man I Should. There's gonna be a billboard. If your loved one has been dead and then died twice in a fire at a funeral home, call us because you may be entitled to compensation.
Call
Guys, thank you
Jacobs
so
and
fucking
Jacobstein.
Is your loved one died and then been burned when you didn't want the cremation? Call Jacobs and Stevens, and you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call 1-888-888-888-FIRE.
That's a lot of eights. I thought you were gonna go 1-800 Hey Man Nice Shirt.
Oh,
And that is our podcast for number 30. What are we? 8?
38, maybe
9?
maybe
Whatever.
approaching a year. We're approaching the
Dude,
1 year mark.
We're creeping up on 40 too.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the support. Logan, Ryan, I appreciate you, sir. You're fucking handsome. You're talented. Man, you have me in stitches, man. That last clip, guys, go check out our TikTok with at HMNS podcast. That last clip was from 2 weeks ago? Was that when that clip is
Yeah,
from?
that was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago.
Dude, I'm missing something.
No, Tracy hasn't posted the last I'm looking at you right now, bitch. You need to fucking put that shit up. And because we don't have last week's episode up on YouTube, so get your shit together.
It is everywhere else, though. No, it is everywhere else.
Just no. Can you put down the crack pipe just for 1 second? I'm asking you a
favor.
Trace,
Jesus, not in the building. We told you smoke crack right outside our grounds. 50 feet within the building, no smoking crack.
That's all you have to do. Just 50 feet. It's like 7 paces or less. I don't know.
It could be.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, whatever, dude. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Keep the emails coming. Keep the likes, the comments, the shares, all of that shit. Tell a friend. Tell a goddamn friend. Tell a cousin. Tell a cousin that's like a friend. Don't tell the cousin it's like, I deserve to be sitting at the adult table because I like my mesh. I like the salt on my. Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch. I hate those cousins.
Tell your feminist cousin, the one that doesn't shave her armpits and thinks that. Yes. Tell that bitch that she should fucking listen to this podcast.
She would love us.
She would love us.
And yeah, tell them or they. And we'll no. Okay, guys, we will see you next week. We're gonna keep posting. We have some more shit to post on the social medias. We probably won't tag the brewery on this one because yikes. But until then, guys, thank you so much. Peace out, everybody.